In the Rookie Season 8, Episode 17, one of the most emotional and meaningful storylines had nothing to do with crime scenes, arrests, or dangerous suspects. Instead, it centered around Tim Bradford choosing an engagement ring for Lucy Chen, a moment that instantly became one of the most unforgettable Chenford scenes in the series. What made this moment so powerful was that it wasn't just about buying a ring. It was about Tim Bradford finally putting his heart into words. For longtime viewers, that matters more than anything. Tim has always been a man of action rather than emotion. He protects people, shows loyalty, and proves love through what he does. But speaking openly about his feelings has never come naturally to him. That emotional distance has been part of his journey from the very beginning. So when episode 17 gave fans a scene where Tim had to explain who Lucy is and why he loves her, it became far bigger than a simple proposal setup. It became a symbol of growth. As Tim searches for the perfect ring, he begins describing Lucy in a way that reveals just how deeply he knows her. He talks about her kindness, her compassion, and how much she genuinely cares about people. He understands that Lucy has a rare ability to connect with others, to see pain where others miss it, and to step in when someone needs help. That caring nature is one of the qualities that has always defined Lucy Chen. But Tim doesn't describe it as weakness. He describes it as strength. That detail is what made the scene so beautiful. Tim sees Lucy's softness and empathy not as something fragile, but as something powerful. He recognizes that her compassion is one of the reasons she is so strong. She can be warm-hearted and fierce at the same time. She can care deeply while still standing her ground. She can be gentle without ever being weak. And Tim loves all of it. That's what makes their relationship so meaningful. Lucy and Tim have always balanced each other. Lucy brings warmth, patience, and emotional intelligence into Tim's world. Tim brings loyalty, stability, and quiet strength into Lucy's life. Together, they challenge each other, heal each other, and grow because of each other. The ring scene captured that perfectly. For years, fans have watched Tim and Lucy evolve from training officer and rookie into trusted partners, close friends, and eventually something much deeper. The relationship wasn't rushed. It was built slowly through trust, shared experiences, and emotional honesty earned over time. That slow burn journey is exactly why Chenford became one of the most beloved couples on the show. So when Tim stood there trying to choose a ring, it didn't feel like a random romantic gesture. It felt earned. Every difficult conversation, every moment of support, every misunderstanding, every reconciliation, it all led to this. Tim wasn't choosing a ring for someone he simply loved. He was choosing a ring for the woman who changed his life. And perhaps the most touching part of the scene was how naturally Tim spoke about Lucy. There was no forced speech or dramatic declaration. Instead, his feelings came through in a genuine, honest way. You could hear admiration in every word. You could see that when Tim thinks about Lucy, he doesn't just think about beauty or romance. He thinks about character. He thinks about the person she is. That says everything. Because real love is not just being attracted to someone, it's understanding them, appreciating their values, respecting their heart, seeing who they are when no one else notices. Tim sees Lucy completely. That is why fans connected so strongly to this moment. It showed that Tim's love for Lucy runs deeper than grand gestures. He loves her mind, her spirit, her compassion, her courage, and the way she moves through the world. The ring itself also carried symbolism. It wasn't just about appearance or price. The perfect ring needed to reflect Lucy and reflect them as a couple, something elegant but meaningful, beautiful but strong. Tim choosing carefully showed how serious this step was for him. He wasn't looking for jewelry. He was looking for something worthy of their story. And that story has never been simple. Tim once believed he wasn't capable of a healthy love like this. He carried emotional walls, old wounds, and self-doubt. There were times when he pushed Lucy away, not because he didn't love her, but because he feared hurting her or ruining something good. That internal struggle became a huge part of his character development. But now, in episode 17, we see a different Tim Bradford, a man who has grown, a man who has done the work, a man who no longer runs from love. Instead of resisting happiness, he is preparing to commit to it forever.